Okay, we got another special case with this episode. This is New York, June 1920. This episode and the next one, New York, July 1920, were cut together to form Young Indiana Jones and the Scandal of 1920, which only aired in the US as like this 2-hour feature-length episode, similar to like Mystery of the Blues. But again, I'm gonna go through this in the original format, like it was supposed to be, and in the UK and stuff, this was released as these 2 episodes with the George Hall Old Indie bookends. And unlike the other ones where they did that, like Mystery of the Blues, for example, I think Scandal of 1920 made the most sense to pair up, because this episode, it doesn't really have a story, for one, it doesn't really have a conclusion, so I can see why you would just say fuck it and make it a 2-hour TV movie, essentially. Okay, so this episode, New York, June 1920, written by Jonathan Hales, who also is the co-writer of the script for Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Keep that in mind. Directed by Sid McCartney. This episode... Let me just say it how it is. This is the worst episode so far. It's not without its good stuff, but it feels kind of aimless. And the comedy here, I'm not the biggest fan of. So the main story is Old Indy. First off, we start with the framing device. Old Indy is sitting in a cab in New York, apparently, and the cab driver is a lady who's very sexist, she hates men, and then Old Indy tells her a story to, like, show her that she's correct, because... So, then we get to the main story. Young Indy. It's 1920, he's going to New York. He's already studying at the University of Chicago, but he's going to a summer job in New York that his friend Sidney got him, the musician from Mystery of the Blues, those 2 episodes. And he shows up in this, which is fun. It's a fun callback. It's nice to see him again. But Indy doesn't get the job as a waiter there, the summer job. So instead he starts working on like a Broadway show with musician George Gershwin. And then Indy proves himself to be an absolute douchebag because he gets romantically involved with 3 different women who don't know of each other, and that's gonna lead to drama and mostly comedy. This is a very comedic and musical episode, I guess. And again, there is stuff to like in here. I think the ladies give a good performance. I like 2 of the 3. That's good. Indy, again, Sean Patrick Flannery, good performance. There's a couple of jokes in here that work. And I liked most of the acting in here. Again, I like Sidney having a cameo. That's nice. But the story just feels kind of unfocused, and I didn't have fun with this one. It just didn't work for me at all. And it just makes Indy look like a stupid, dumbass asshole, which, I mean, he is, we know that, but it's going too far with that, I think. And I can't really say any more about this. I mean, the episode looks good, I guess. Again, the series, pretty high quality, high production value throughout, so no complaints there, but the story in this really didn't work. And again, it just ends openly, and there isn't really like a main story. I guess it's just like, oh, Indy falling in love with 3 different women, and now he has to juggle that, and then he gets this musical job. I get what they are going for, but it didn't really work for me. The musical stuff in here isn't as annoying as I remembered it from my first watch of the feature-length version, Scandal of 1920. Overall, though, this is just the weakest episode so far. I don't remember enough about the second half, aka the next episode, New York, July 1920. I hope it's an improvement, but, we shall see. I know for sure that one has like an ending. But we will talk about that next time.